Hey, what's up everyone, it's JoypadJake here, and welcome to our next retro game review. Today's review will be on Mario Super Sluggers, which released in 2008 for the Nintendo Wii and was later ported to the Wii U in 2016. Let's get into the story for this game, shall we? Our story begins with Princess Peach taking Mario and company on a tour of the Baseball Kingdom on an island that she's built. As everyone is basking in the surroundings, Bowser Jr. and his band of bozos crash the party and take over each of the ballparks. Mario must then travel across the island, recruiting different players and overcoming various obstacles to save the day. And here's where the story starts to fall apart. The writing constantly contains the same type of excuse as to why you can't recruit a player immediately. They send you all across the stadium doing these menial tasks, a lot of which simply make no sense. Completing these test trials that actually involve playing baseball is one thing, and I can buy into that, but too often, you're having to go around the stadium doing things like finding paintbrushes, looking for baby rattles, and playing these extremely annoying motion minigames to unlock a door or draw a picture. So many of these recruitment methods in this game make no sense and add a lot of tedium to the game, and a lot of these plot inconveniences feel inserted solely to take advantage of the motion control, and that will lead us into the gameplay. The gameplay of Mario Super Sluggers is pretty minimalistic overall, much more so than its GameCube counterpart. Batting is done by swinging the Wii remote, bunting is done by holding either the 1 or 2 button, and a star swing is done by holding both the A and B buttons while swinging. After hitting the ball, you can throw any available items onto the field by aiming your cursor at the desired spot and pressing the B button. For pitching, you throw the ball by pulling back and thrusting the Wii remote forward. A changeup is done by holding A while doing this same action. If you thrust the Wii remote forward just before your pitcher uses all of their power, you'll throw a charge pitch, which is indicated by a pink streak that surrounds the ball. While shaking the Wii remote to increase your speed in the field, if you have a chemistry partner near and press the B button as you approach the ball, you'll perform a buddy move. You can also perform a buddy jump by pressing A near a chemistry partner to stop high fly balls from leaving the park. And that's pretty much the basic gist of the controls. I'm sure it goes without saying that this game has a lot of waggling, and I mean a lot. But in spite of that, this also limits what you can do as the player since the entire control system is centered around waggling. You can't manually move inside the batter's box, you can't control the direction your pitches go, and sometimes the fielder that should respond to a fly ball will simply stand there daydreaming and there's nothing you can do about it. You also can't control your runners if they get caught in a rundown between the bases either, which is extremely frustrating. Bottom line, these controls have a lot of issues. With that said, let's move on to the design. The visuals of this game have aged very well today despite being almost 15 years old. All of the stadiums look distinct and different from one another while also being uniquely designed toward their specific captain. The stadiums that you can explore are also visually pleasing with great soundtracks as well. No two aspects of the stadiums feel as though they're trying to compete with each other for your attention. They all blend together naturally to complete the environment. None of these stadiums look bad at all, though some do look better than others. My personal favorite stadiums to explore are Peach Ice Garden and Donkey Kong Jungle. My favorite stadium to play on for both music and visuals is by far Luigi's Mansion. Overall, the visuals are one aspect of this game that I really don't have any complaints about. This game has a number of good aspects that make it very enjoyable to play. The game has a lot of great looking stadiums, wonderful soundtracks, a wide variety of characters, mini-games to play, and it can be pretty fun to just pick up and play either on your own or with a friend. And sometimes just going for a run around the different stadiums can be pretty enjoyable too. though I should mention that there are some playable stadiums in this game which are impossible for you to explore. which is unfortunate. Now let's move on to the bad aspects. Now, I don't hate this game by any means, but there are a lot of aspects that do bother me. The biggest examples of this are the excessive amount of waggling and the surprisingly limited control that you have over your players at times. And although I mentioned that the game had a wide variety of characters in my good aspects section, some of these characters just feel pointless, namely all of the baby characters, of which there are 3 more in this game compared to its GameCube counterpart. A number of characters feel very monotonous and seemingly exist purely for the sake of filling up roster space, like the numerous palette swaps of the Yoshis, Critters, Shy Guys, and Toads. The motion minigames required to recruit certain characters are also not that fun to me, especially having to unlock the door to Pianta's shop, which can sometimes take forever if you aren't lined up perfectly with the Wii sensor bar. Some of the field hazards are also very irritating and near impossible to account for. I'm also not a fan of the fact that you can throw items onto the field in the middle of a game. Every Mario sports title is often judged by how well it balances the rules and mechanics of the sport it's displaying and the Mario gimmick-based side of things. There are a number of games that balance those two aspects well, but this game unfortunately is not one of them. That being said, I give this game a 6.5 out of 10. Let me know how you all would rate this game in the comments below. Just keep it civil. Thank you all for watching this review, and I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If so, please leave a like, drop your thoughts in the comments, share this video with your friends, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Peace out, guys.